I don't know, when people watch videos, I guess I've done it in some cases where someone is like a very slow talker. And I'm just like, can you speed it up? But if you watch every video like that, then I don't know. I don't know. Can you really listen to anything at all at that point? Me too, it drives me crazy. I used to know a kid who watched YouTube at 2.5 speed with a Chrome extension. Just to speed it up, baffled me to learn about it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like their ass is not retaining most of that info. Man, this is so embarrassing to admit. But does anyone here know about Ty Lopez? The guy who, like, here in my garage, just bought my new Lamborghini. I knew of that guy before he was famous. Okay, because I had a friend who was really into him for whatever reason. He was like, oh, he's like a really cool millionaire kind of guy giving advice. Because I don't know, he talked about him in a good way. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this Ty Lopez guy and hear what he has to say. And he would be like, yeah, I read one book a day. He has like a TED Talk all about, or fake TED Talk rather, about how he reads one book a day. And I took that advice to heart. When I was like, wow. I took that to heart and I was like, I'm really gonna try it. I'm gonna read one book a day. Yeah, people love to clown on him. I was clowning on him before anyone else was, because I don't know. It was a time in my life when I found out people on the internet, they don't tell lies. They don't tell lies in order to profit. He just wants to help people, Smiles. I tried it, and it did not work, and it took the longest time for me to figure out, he's not reading a fucking book a day. He was just lying about it, because he was either, like, speed reading, where he was not retaining any of that information. He was just, like, scrolling through a book, pretending to read it, first thing in the morning, going like, I got it, I did it, I read a whole book in one day. And it was just the same book over and over again. But I took that for real, to be like, oh yeah, wow, one book a day. Yeah, maybe you can do it. I mean, if he can do it, he says it's possible. I mean, I will have to give him credit for this. I have never read as many books in my life during that period. I read so many books. And I don't know. But eventually, you know, I couldn't keep up with reading a book a day. I couldn't just buy many short books all the time, or like go to the library for that. I didn't even retain that myself. I feel like I read so many books, but I don't remember which ones. He's reading entire books in seconds, trust me, bro. I love reading, but it's a big time sink. It's been forever since I read now, truth be told. I don't know about you guys, but I just put the book under my pillow and absorb the information. Ah, oh, damn. Why didn't I think of that? I like to dream a book in my head. I like to dream that I'm reading. Smiles. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I just like to... I just read a book in my dreams for efficiency. I write a book in my dreams and then I read it. Do you have a deja vu about dreams you add from things? Or yeah. I have, like, memories which come from dreams, which is weird to say. Does anyone else have this? Where, like, I'll think back to something as if it were a memory. And it will take me a second to remember. No, that was a dream I had. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that. Okay, yes. Okay, I am glad to hear I'm not insane. I remember I had a lot of nightmares as I had a kid. Yeah, I had that too. It's just, man. I had like a very specific nightmare as a kid that felt real. Like, it felt so real that I was kind of convinced for a while as a kid that it was like a real memory. And the memory was of me sticking my hand in a blender and losing all my fingers. And I would remember that as if it were a real memory. Like, oh yeah, I stuck my hand in a blender and lost all my fingers. And it took me a while. I don't know, I feel like it took me a while to realize, like, no, that didn't happen. Because I have my fingers still. Like, I still have them. I'm looking at my hand right now and they're here. So I don't think that happened, really. What is brontophobic? Fear of rain clouds of thunder. Oh, I guess I never really had. I mean, I was scared to an extent, but I wasn't phobic. Personally, I don't like looking at empty stairs. It makes me feel like a ghost is sitting there. Okay, well, that's not what I thought you were going with that. I thought you were going to say, like, it makes me think of, like, falling down them. A ghost on the stairs? I don't know if this is going to be, like, stuck in my head now when I see empty stairs. Matchi? Yeah? Yeah? Do you have the ability? Chairs, not... Oh! Wait, what? Did he say chairs? Empty chairs? Oh, why? How? I read that as stairs. Okay. I don't know. It was so specific and weird. Empty stairs and a ghost sitting there. I could imagine it in my head, though, and it felt like so creepy and weird. Where you see empty stairs and you see like a ghost sitting there. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's more scary to me than an empty chair. Do you know what I mean? Because there's like so many places to sit down on a stair. Well, that's in my... I'm sorry. Imagine a ghost sitting on every spot on the stair, okay?